Alright, what's going on, Forgotten Nation? I'm your host, FG, and welcome back to our Bit.TRIP series playthrough. And today we're playing the third game in the series, Bit.TRIP Void. Now this game, as compared to the other games in the series, is actually a bit unique, as it actually starts hard to begin with, and then gets easy as you go on. But then again, I am getting ahead of myself. Last time we left off in the Bit.TRIP Saga, command video is growing. Of course, there is still some things to learn, and that is control. During the final events of Bit.TRIP Core, it seems Commander Video isn't quite in control as he should be. Heck, he even knocked out one of his fellow commanders. But anyways, so the whole idea of Bit.TRIP Void is that you play as the Void. And this is the first game in the series that utilizes the idea to collect black, but avoid white. And the symbolism in that will come at a later time, especially, but until then, all you gotta know is that in order to progress in this game, collect the black, don't collect the whites. But Bit.TRIP Void is about the idea that we are delving into Commander Video's mind. And so the whole idea of the stages, ID, Ego, Super Ego, has something to do with the psychology and the mind state of someone. And the core idea here, of course, is to learn about control. So, in chronological order so far, we've gone from birth, growth, and now control. And the last thing worth mentioning is that this game has the extra level up that is Ultra. From Bit.TRIP Core we had Super, and now we go to Ultra. I think that's it with introductions, so we're not going to wait any longer. Let's get into Bit.TRIP Void. Alright, one thing I did not mention is that this game finally has a checkpoint system. And with the checkpoint system also means a continue system. For those that haven't been watching the other two games so far, the Bit.TRIP series is known for its hard level of difficulty and the fact that if you mess up, you have to start from the beginning. However, Bit.TRIP Void is the first game in the series that utilizes both checkpoints and a continue system. So if I lose one of these segments, I can restart it. But if I do lose the segment, then I do have to start from the beginning. So there is that idea of a second chance redemption in this game. And that also means there's more moments for me to be able to talk during the stage as opposed to waiting to the end of the stage. Because I do know some of you guys like me to say some of these things during the game itself. One thing I actually did fail to mention, and I do apologize for that, is that this is a mute playthrough, meaning that during the game itself, I'm not going to be talking unless I die or unless I restart the stage all the way from the beginning. So you're going to want some headphones because this game definitely has a good sense of how to describe it. Beat to it. Bass. But some other things I didn't mention. Well, I'm gonna wait to mention them, because after all, we still have 2 more checkpoints to go. So let's continue with the stage. Alright, checkpoint 2 out of 3, looking pretty good so far. So I am starting to miss some of the black, and I did hit some of the white. One thing to mention is that when you are big, and you see how I go to the small mode, you are not penalized for going small. However, with the core idea that this game is about control, there will be moments later on where you do need to be big. Otherwise, you're going to miss a lot of the bits coming at you. So, control is the big message here in this game. We're doing pretty good so far. Plus, we did get an extra credit. I think 2 on top of that. So we are looking pretty good for this first stage. But this is only the halfway point. Because remember, with every Bit.TRIP game, there is a boss. So let's keep going with the game. Alright, last section. I'm actually getting quite a couple of hits out of this, and we're already back into Mega. It's not a Hyper, but I am getting some heavy hits out of the white beats. Anyways, anything else to mention at this point in the game? When you are controlling your void, the bigger you are, the slower you will move. So if you really want to try to get some movement out of the void, it's a good idea to stay small. But as I did mention before, if you are small, there will be some beats that you tend to miss. I think that's it for this section, so let's continue on forward. Alright, that was too close for comfort. Okay, you can call that part whatever you want. You can call it Spy Hunter, you can call it Bump and Jump. But the idea is that that's kind of like one of those head-down racer arcade games. So now we can say, at least I've beaten one cameo to an arcade game. However, I have lost already Pong, I have already lost Space Invaders, and the best part is, here in Bit.TRIP Void, that's not the only one. I believe, if not two, there is one more cameo to another arcade game that I'm probably am going to lose soon. And actually, I think it's next stage on top of that. But luckily we did make it through the stage, that's the end of it. And we did get quite the bonus thanks to having all 3 credits still. Now, other games in the Bit.TRIP series, like this one, but this one's the exception here, if you manage to get all the beats, you hit every single thing that comes to you, and you never go down your ranks, you get what is known as perfect. And the same thing applies here with Bit.TRIP Void. However, they tend to taunt you with it in the scores section. You can see right here where my Void is. Perfect, question mark, plus 0 points. So, there is an idea that they kind of want you to go for the perfect in this game. Will I? No! I don't really care about the high score. But anyways, perfect is there for those that want to go a step beyond, try to really perfect the game itself. Because after all, this is about control. Now, the end of that boss fight, you saw me absorb that void. And as you saw with the first cutscene in the game, the idea here is that Commander Video is not exactly in control. He's quite beyond himself at this point. And so, by taking over that void, it's essentially like saying, I have conquered someone else. So, what else does await us in Commander Video's story? Let's find out with the next cutscene to offer. Alright, Kai mentioned how great it sounds when you get to the higher levels. You build up all the beats and then you release it. It actually sounds really good. But anyways, we're actually not doing too good right about now. We're close to Hyper, just hanging on Mega, and I'm surprised I haven't actually hit Nether yet. Unless you count the last stage, of course. But the difficulty is definitely getting there. Anyways, reflection on what happened before. So, Commander videos, pushing people around, stepping on them, but all of them together, and they're a little bigger than they seem. So, Commander videos' ego is definitely at a high point. But after that cutscene, not too much. So, Commander Video seems to be getting a grip on what's happening right now. He is kinda beyond himself. But let's continue. Alright, we are hanging in there. It's pretty cool when you get like the challenges direct on top of each other, so you have the vortex and the repellent, so it was getting pretty big there. But then, of course, eventually one of the two stops and you shrink back down to miniature. But for what it is pretty cool. Can't say I have any comments right now at this moment. For those watching, remember if you comment, I will read it during these segments. Nothing new to report on the dashboard, so with that, let's keep going with the game. Alright, so I didn't mention it earlier, but with this stage, you do realize at some moments there is the backgrounds, like these yeah, like right there, there's the boxes that appear. And sometimes that throws me off, because I think I'm supposed to collect them. With the colors, especially the background itself is white on black, so it makes me think, what am I supposed to collect? What's actually part of the stage? So there is a little bit of that mind-throttling idea of what's happening in front of me. But then you see the purple, and hopefully the purple does make out that you're not supposed to grab it. But maybe it's just me, but I feel like the color of this stage does kind of throw off what you're supposed to be trying to get. Anyways, one other thing is that the bigger you are and the more beats you have inside of you, when you turn to small form, you will get more points out of it. Not to mention that as you continue to have beats, as you grow bigger, if you want the higher score, you need to keep the beats coming. You need to try to stay as big as possible and only turn small when you really need to. But that's, of course, if you're going for the score. So with that in mind, let's continue forward. Yep, I saw that coming. Add it to the list of things I can mess up in a short time. We have Pong. We have Space Invaders. Luckily, we avoided the top-down racer arcade reference, but then I lost to Pac-Man. I lost a Pac-Man reference. Ah. Alright, so we're going to start the second again. Luckily, we have 3 credits, so we can try this up to 3 times. But of course, you do use continues, you're going to lose your score. Alright, so let's get back to where we were. Alright, so the game's about control, so therefore, maybe because I was going too fast, I lost Pac-Man. But then there's this segment here. I'm not a fan of this segment. There we go. It's like you're trying to mash buttons. Oh. Yeah, not a good segment here. We gotta try to get back to Super. It'd be great if we get Ultra, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get Ultra. No! Alright. Okay, we're starting to get bigger, so hopefully we should at least get Super. I want Super. Super's gonna make a difference. Yes, okay, we got Super. Okay. Can we get to Ultra? No Ultra? Okay. Well, we did get Super, so that's gonna come in handy. Alright, okay. Take it easy. Don't want to go too fast now. Alright. Wait for it. Alright. Nice and easy Pac-Man. Alright. Alright, wave 2. Up. Got him. Get him. Got him. Alright, and... Okay, here we go. Last wave. Okay, wait for it. And go. Okay, there we go. There we go, we did it, we did it. That was it. Little slap beside, but we did do it. Alright, so that was the second stage of the game, and as always, 3 stages in the Bit.TRIP series, so therefore we got 1 more to go. I think this is actually almost coming to an end. Sure, we invested a good amount of time already, but still. Alright, so, any thoughts on this? Well, I finally did complete Pac-Man. I had a feeling I was going to lose at Pac-Man, but we did get past Pac-Man. I think that's about it. So, Commander Video is a little below himself. He's not as high up as he thinks he is. So, what's going to happen next? Well, let's find out. Alright, so that's already the first checkpoint, and it's not looking too good so far on this stage. So anyway, reflection on the cutscene. So Commander Video has realized the error of his ways, decided to see if he could accept his friends, well, if his friends could accept him, and they did. I consider that the weirdest cutscene in the series, more or less because of the fact that Commander Video has a very long arm. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, this is not doing too good right now. So hopefully we can get through this. This is only the first checkpoint out of 3. So I'll have to wait and see what happens. But first, I'm going to take a sip of my water. I could have used this back during that boss fight with Pac-Man. Ah, it's better. Alright. Anyways, final stage of the game. So this is where you need to put piece and piece together, and you need to apply your skills. So as you saw, there's some moments where you gotta be fast, there's some moments where you need to build the void, and there's some moments where essentially it's just a mind game of can you avoid the whites. And right now it's not looking too good. But anyways, let's get back into it. And I lost at the challenge. That's the one thing I want to keep bringing up, but I keep forgetting about. That challenge in particular, it reverses your direction. So therefore, up is down, left is right. But it's not like Bit.TRIP Core, where Bit.TRIP Core kind of like shifted the paddle to the left. This is purely inverted. So if you know up is down, left is right, that is pretty easy to follow upon. But I was already in the nether and messed up. Because of how early it was in that segment, I'm not going to talk over it. I'm going to go straight back into it. So let's just see if we can get past it. And hopefully, even with the score reset, we can at least get 1 credit out of this. So let's continue. I don't know what to say. It's hard. It's a hard stage for me. The idea that we are being introduced to new ideas, it's that beat in particular with like it's like spinning, it throws me off. So with that in mind, we do have to restart the stage from the beginning. So let's just restart. Okay. I gotta say though, for this stage, the bright yellow is quite intensifying. I don't know the effect on my green screen, but it's definitely bright. The real throw-off though is every time the stage turns black. Cause black on black, remember. Alright. Now remember at the beginning I did say that this game starts hard, then gets easy. There's only 2 games I really know of in the series that does that. The first is this one, and the second is Bit.TRIP Fate. And that's the 5th game in the series. And I'll show you guys why that is when we get to it, but until then, you just gotta take my word for it. Now, I know for some people, because Bit.TRIP Core is considered the hardest game in the series overall, but I'm sure some, like me, kind of find this game harder later on in the beginning. When I did first play... tickle in my throat. When I did first play this, though, I did struggle on the first stages. Especially that first stage. And one thing I do want to bring up, the reason I didn't live stream yesterday is because this week I have been a bit on the sick side. Head cold, runny nose, you name it. Not to mention also I did have some things to do yesterday. Even the week itself has been busy. 7 to 8 page essay for English. Classes that seem like dragging on, especially with finals approaching soon. But yeah, as of recent, things have not been the easiest. But I am streaming today. I do know this ain't usually my my normal streaming time, but we do need to keep on schedule if I want the one extra day I want to showcase Runner 2 for, as well as sticking on track to finishing the series. Because by the time I finish, Runner 3 will already be out, and I'm actually considering doing that as a playthrough on the channel. For what it is, Runner 3 is looking good. Although I do have some concern over the polish that it has as opposed to when Runner 2 came out. Something about it looks a little on the offside. Plus, some of the game executions, like the double jump, does make me wonder. Alright. Ah, come on! Alright, we are hanging on hyper. It's this part here that... Oh my gosh. I hate that part. Alright, so we're back here. It's not looking promising. We will get through this game. Hopefully we should be able to do it in half an hour flat, but I'm going to mute here once again, and let's just see if we can get past this. Alright, we made it through the segment, but this is getting a little on the concerning side. Especially the middle part here. Ah, jeez. The more I think about it, I'm beginning to think it wasn't Bit.TRIP Void that starts hard, then gets easy. I think the only game that's like that is actually Bit.TRIP Fates. I may be sending the wrong information here. But I do still think that this game starts hard, then gets easy, but I'm struggling right now. We are surviving so far, but anything can happen. This is only the halfway point of the final stage. So, let's get back into it. Alright, as you saw, we went all the way to a huge Goliath void. In the Ultra phase, all the way to a teeny tiny void in Nether. This is getting crazy. We're at the final checkpoint. After this is a second and then a boss stage. And we only have 1 credit, so if we mess up, we'll only get 1 more redo. But this game's getting crazy. So it's time to master Control. That happened. Oh my. Okay, that happens. At one point, I'm pretty sure I missed something, because I did not get to the Ultra Phase. And when I came to the boss, I just got slammed in the game over. Alright, so we get one more try at this. Take a sip. Oh my gosh. We have one try to win the final stage. Okay, anything can happen, so let's mute up and let's go. Alright, we did it! That's the end of Bit.TRIP Void. Wow, that was scaring me. As you saw during one of the segments, he was actually shooting up, down, left, right. And that was a lot like the last game, Bit.TRIP Core. But also some of these attacks he was doing, the way I was reflecting. You might be thinking Undertale, but that's gonna come in handy for a later game in the series. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we actually did this. But yeah, that's the end of Bit.TRIP Void. So after this is one more cutscene, then we're going to see the credits, and then there's going to be the final cutscene in the game. But just take a minute to reflect, because I don't want to talk over the credits this time around, I want to hear the music. The music this game, I believe, here, I got the, I have the vinyl, the soundtrack, so I do have... But also, guys, I highly recommend getting the vinyl because it also has all the games it comes with. But anyways, the music this time around, okay, yeah. The music is done by Null Sleep. Whereas the others were Bit Shifter, Bubbly Fish, this one is by Null Sleep. and it's pretty good stuff, but I did end up getting Nether quite a bit. But for what it is, when you get the high notes, and you really do collect a lot going on, the music does get good. And I enjoyed this one. It's just the right amount of difficult, but still a challenge. It's not to say that you're gonna get stuck on it, it's just practice makes perfect. And I did struggle a bit, but we did get through it in the end. So, I'm gonna stop talking for a few minutes, we're gonna watch the rest of the game, and I'll see you guys after the end of it all. So let's just watch what's next. For those who have played the Bit.TRIP Saga, you know what comes next. Commander video is ready, and from this point on, we will be playing in his position. So, I'm gonna wait to say my end message here, but that is Bit.TRIP Void. Commander video has come into control. He has made peace with the world and the other commanders. Commander video is ready. We've come a long way. We've come from birth, growth, and now we've mastered control. We are in control. Whatever happens is up to us now. And so that is Bit.TRIP Void, and I think that's it for tonight's live stream. Running a little early, but I don't think I have anything left to say. Any comments? Anything left to say? No. So I think that does it for our playthrough of Bit.TRIP Void. And join me next time, because Commander video is ready. We are ready to take on the next game. So join me next time for the fan favorite game in the Bit.TRIP series, Bit.TRIP Runner. I am very excited for the next game in the series. So much that not only has been the most successful game in the series, it has spawned 2 spin-offs. I'll talk more about that later, but for that I think that's it. I have nothing left to say. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you guys next time in the next video.